moving like the speed of sound. Feet can't keep on the ground.
Hey guys, VnCo CS1977. Obviously, some of you guys will probably have seen our announcement this week, and yeah, pretty proud of the achievement that VnCo Gaming has achieved, because it's not just me. Like, a lot of people sent a lot of thank yous and to me. It's everybody that's been part of VnCo, that is part of VnCo right now. Everything that has shaped us to what we are. A lot of people have helped us in our journey, and those people we'll never forget. It's always a learning curve. Every day you learn something new when put in situations that we're in. And yeah, so VnCo Gaming, and as you can see at the back, the Astro Gaming have partnered. We're one of 4 teams around the world. It's VnCo, Counterlogic, Infuse and Mindfreaks. So we are in very, very exclusive company, and yeah, it's just been a crazy ride thus far, and we're not stopping there. This is a passion of mine. It's a passion of everybody that is involved in VnCo. We've all got one common goal, and that is to grow our organization and our teams to be the best at what they do, and put them in the best positions to be able to do what they're doing. And some time back, I actually tweeted out that I'm going to be doing YouTube stuff and sorting out or doing some things to basically try and uplift you guys. And I tweeted out an option for videos, and this one won, which is, how do I make a team? And essentially the very first thing that you need to have when you want to make a team or create a team, not an org, just a team. Let's start small. One team. You need passion. An undevoted passion to what you want to do and what you want to achieve. Once you have this passion, there's nothing that stops you from what you want to do. If you are patient and if you do things the right way. The right way, I mean that as in, there's certain ways that you portray yourself or how you want to be, you know. VnCo, we haven't been a very strict clan in some regards, where someone can't say something, but we do also approach what they call the Walt Disney effect. It's like, if it can't be shown in a Walt Disney movie, we can't really do it on our social feeds. However, we do have leeway, as we have a sense of humor about what we do and how we do it as well. So don't try and restrict yourself to be too straight-laced. Just be you. Have personality. VnCo has personality. I feel VnCo has personality as a brand itself, you know. And essentially, let's get back onto topic. Essentially, you start a team, you're going to need to have the passion and also the dedication to that. If you start something, don't you want to always see it through? Don't you want to start something and feel accomplished once it's achieved something? You know, I mean, that is why we do things. That is why Real Madrid Football Club was started. That is why Liverpool. That is why Manchester United. Imagine those guys started a team, they lost a few games, and they decided, we don't want to have Manchester United anymore. Let's just disband. I'm going to go to Man City. I'm going to go to Atletico. I'm going to go to Everton. That's just an example. If they never had a passion to see through what they visioned, those clubs wouldn't have been around that we support. At the end of the day, you need that passion. Coupled with that passion comes a strong personality. And I don't mean as an arrogant or anything personality. I mean as a strong personality, somebody who's able to have leadership qualities. You're able to take charge. The prime example of this within the VnCo organization that I can give you is Twist as well as Popski. Both leaders by default, really. It's just something that is in them. They know how to not command really, but to push the players in the right direction and speak in a manner that allows them to not just sound as peers, but also have a sort of authoritative figure, I should say. We don't really get that involved on a management level with the teams. We consult with the teams, we speak with them. If we can give them some advice, we do, but at the end of the day, having a strong leader is as essential as having the passion, because without that leader, the team itself can fall apart. And if there's an issue within the team, you speak about it then and there. Don't let it fester, because once something festers, it gets all fraught and rotten, and what happens with rotten meat, you cut it off. And unfortunately, that's how a lot of teams end up not being teams anymore. If I look at the squads that were around, say, 2 months ago, those guys aren't in teams, those squads aren't even there, those teams aren't even there. And for a lot of people, it's difficult. I mean, look at me. I've been in 3 clans my entire life: GOC, Fear, and now VnCo. Why? It's because if I get into something, I want to be there for the long haul and to see how far I can take it. GOC, that was a year and a half. Fear was 4 years. And VnCo's been the rest. This is the 3 years of VnCo now, I'm not even in VnCo for 3 years. I'm basically came over from Fear August or end of July. So end of July will be 3 years for me, just after the win for the RA5 tournament. And at the end of the day, I came to VnCo. I was a non-playing member of VnCo. I came to do the job that I'm doing now, which was be the boss, I guess. I don't know. VnCo boss was actually Swally's idea also. When I was in Fear, the kids called me boss in Fear, just to piss Jakes off as well. And that worked well. But anyway, wow. Look at Jakes. Jakes has basically been under one brand his entire life. Even though it became Adept, it was Adept for a while, Jakes has always been Fear. Like now he's in Energy, it's still Energy Fear. There's no need for him to jump around and do what he and clan up. That's not part of who he is. He's always been a leader, and that shows. Is another prime example of a strong leader. Jakes is a very good friend of mine, and I'll never talk bad about him to badmouth him. If I do talk bad about him, it's because it's banter. That's all it is. So Jackass, you need to teach the kids how to be a leader. That is, I'd say, the core ingredients about being a team. Another thing is, and something I spoke about a few years back, was with regards to your name. Your name is your brand. It's almost as the most important word in your dictionary or in your life is your name. It's the one thing that defines you. It's something that you know is you, and playing in an online environment, changing your name and changing all these things doesn't really help you. It's going to become, people aren't going to know who you are. You're going to start something, and halfway through it, you got a reputation, and boom, you're gone. You come back as a new name. Who's this guy? There have been times where people successfully changed a name and came out on top. But a lot of the time, I've seen people change their name 3-4 times in one season, and it's not going to change who you are. You are who you are. A name is not going to change who you are. Honestly, only you as a person can try to develop that name into what you wanted to be or what you wanted to mean. Saying all of this, I hope some of the guys that are out there would take a little bit of advice that I have, and that is, be absolutely sure that this is your passion. If it is, then start building it. Don't try and go too big, but never think too small. 4 years ago, asked me if we'd be sponsored by Astro. I said, give us a chance to get in the same room as them, and we'll give it our best shot. It's happened, and I'm extremely proud of how they want to help the community, how they see us as a community. They know we're very passionate. So we've already established one thing: we've got a lot of passion in our little community. If we just focus that passion in the right way, instead of having an episode of drama alert every single day, why not have more positive energy? A few years back, I trended on Twitter, and that was also something completely negative. It was something completely. It was a horrible situation. It happened, but we trended for the wrong reason. VnCo Gaming trended on Wednesday night, and this time it was for the right reason. And because of this, I know there is a lot of hope and passion for us, and there's a lot of people behind us. They might not be saying it directly to us, but there are a lot of people behind us for us to grow. So future team leaders, future team owners, ask yourself this one thing tonight. I have a passion for Call of Duty, but will I be dedicated? Well, not just Call of Duty, any eSports or game that requires team interaction or a team to perform. Do I have a passion for it? Will I be dedicated enough to carry my team through it? Because if the leader doesn't have the confidence or doesn't feel he has the pluck, I'd say, to carry on with what he's doing, that team will never ever survive. So, in closing, it's 12 and a half minutes in already. In closing, go out there, either find a team that you want to play for, because there's a lot of admin work that you need to do if you own a team. But if you're going to own a team, be passionate about it, because it's your baby. You need to build it up and bring it to what it is. So yeah, how to make a team. A couple of small little steps that you need to follow. I've just mentioned them, I'm not going to say the damn again. I myself don't really have much playing time anymore, but I'm still passionate about eSports. So that's why you'll still see me around. See Swally around. Swally hasn't had a console for 2 years, but he's still very much there. He's behind everything. He just wants the community itself to grow. But anyway, guys, it's VnCo CS1977 saying, go out there, try your hand at being great. Even if people detract and people hate, because people do hate. No matter what you do, people are going to hate. If you block that out, who's gonna stop you from achieving your goals? I'm not even gonna do the whole X thing, or what's it other dude, Will Johnson big timer thing. It's like, I don't have an outro. I'm just gonna say goodbye.